Okay, greetings one and all, and welcome to day number one. No, that's definitely not day number one. Greetings one and all, and welcome to day number three. Yes, day number three, week 9, spring 2024. Yeah, that's day number three, week 9, spring 2024 of our journey together, and it's definitely a delight to have each and every one of you here for this evening's class. Today is Wednesday, so let's head up. Today is Wednesday the 6th. Wednesday, the 6th of March, 2024. The subject is, of course, mathematics. We're going to begin with mathematics today. And the topic is, we're still on speed. We're still on distance time graphs. Distance time graphs. All right, so I want you to draw this diagram. Again, I want you to draw this diagram for me. Please draw this. Again, please draw this diagram. I repeat, please draw this diagram for me. Let's study it though. So as you draw it, we're gonna use this opportunity to study it out. So first of all, it says that the line graph below shows now students. Wait a minute. This is not a that distant. Wait, don't draw this one. This is not a distance time graph. This is a line graph. Don't draw this one, please. Let me get the one that we're supposed to be drawing. Okay. That's the wrong one. Give me one moment, please. I'm getting the time graph. I had the wrong one up. This not the time graph, the travel graph. I had the wrong one up, so I am putting the right one up right now. Okay, good. We have the right one now. All right, please draw this one. I had the wrong one up. Okay, be good now. So make sure I draw this one. So this one right here, we have a distance time graph. And let's study it. Again, please draw this. Please draw this diagram for me. Again, please draw this diagram. That means you're going to use your pencil and your ruler to draw it. This one is interesting. So, question. When we see a line that is slanting, right? When we see a line that is slanting and ascending, what does that tell you about the movement of the object? We see a
Forward.
line.
That's going forward.
The object is moving what? Forward, right? So again, when we see a line that is slanting, right? A line that is slanting and ascending, we know that the object is moving. The object is moving forward. Very good. Next question. When we see a horizontal line like this, what does that tell us about the object?
It's at
It's
rest.
at
It's at
rest.
rest.
The object is at rest. Very good. The object is at rest. And then when we have the line, it's slanting, right? And moving, slanting and ascending, right? With a positive slope, what does that tell us about the object?
Going back to the start.
It's
No.
going forward.
Forward.
Still going forward. It's still going forward. Jevin, are you all right?
sir.
Are you okay? This means forward, right? Object moving forward.
Yes,
This
sir.
means that the object is at rest, right? The object is at rest. All right, so this one means the object is moving forward. So it means that the object is at rest. This one means that the object is moving forward again. Where's Daniel? Daniel, are you there? Where's Daniel? Daniel, are you there? Hello, where's Daniel? Can't hear from Daniel. So let me ask the question. What time did Yang leave his house? What time did he leave?
At 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
9:15. He leave 9:15.
Did he leave 9 a.m. or 9:15?
9:15.
9:15.
All right, let's settle this. Let's settle this. Put your answer inside the chat. What do you think? What do you think it is? Is it 9:15, 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m.? I'm trying to figure out like what time did Yang leave his home? All right. All right, that's the question. Put your answer inside the chat, please. What time do you think it was that Yang left his home? By the way, make sure to draw this diagram. Again, make sure to draw this diagram and put it inside your book. Again, make sure to draw this diagram. Andrea, you drawing the diagram?
Yes,
Nice and-
sir, Mr. Bateen.
Okay, how about you, Myla? Myla, you drawing the diagram?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so my question is, what time did he leave his home? That's my question. What time did he leave his home? What time did he leave his home? Daniel, I'm calling your name in the chat and you're not responding. In the class, I'm calling your name in the class and you're not responding to your name. All right, once you finish the mensuration, okay? Make sure that once you finish the mensuration, the thing that I sent you from yesterday. Yes, sir. And remember, before you leave, send me, even if you're not finished, just send me to, yeah. Yes, sir. Okay. What time did he leave? Okay, 9:15, 9:15. Most persons are saying 9:15. I know it's 9:15. Why are y'all saying 9:15? You just saying that because everybody's have that? Why are you saying 9:15?
No, so
I
because
see
it's
a
not
9.
directly on the 9.
Because what?
It's not.
Say it
It's
again.
not directly on the 9.
Very good. It's not directly on the 9. So if he left at at exactly 9 o'clock, it would have been here, right? That's where it would have been, right?
Yes.
But it wasn't at 9 o'clock. So what we have to do is we have to separate this graph into like different portions. So I'm trying to get this color. So we have to separate the graph into different portions. So this right here is 9:15. This is 9:15. By the way, please draw this diagram. Again, please draw this diagram. This right here is 9 what?
30.
9:30. Very good. This right here is what?
9:45.
9:45. Very good, because we're basically moving by in 15s, right? 9:45. And then this one right here is what?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. 10 a.m. Very good. So the time that he left was 9:15. Can someone tell me the time that he had the rest? What time did he start the resting period?
10:45.
10:30. 10:30.
10:30.
Is it 10:45 or 10:30? Which one?
10:30.
10:30. 10:30. Very good. Because if Yeah, Malik, it's 10:30 because if we go down here, this is exactly in the middle, and this is gonna be 10:30. All right.
Yes, sir.
Ajani, are you there? Where's Ajani? Where's Ajani? Ajani,
Yes, sir.
are you writing down this graph? Are you
Yes,
drawing this
sir.
graph? Good. I need everyone to draw this graph for me, please. Again, make sure that you're drawing the graph. Aliana, you drawing the graph, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. So at 10:30, he began his what? Resting phase, right? He began a resting phase at 10:30. So we started the journey at what time?
9:15.
9:15. Very good. He started his rest period. So he continued. By the way, when we have this straight line, what does that tell us about the speed? We have the straight line like so. What does this tell us about the speed of the object?
I think it's at a constant speed.
Do we agree with her? That is constant.
Yes, sir.
Yes. The object is moving
Yes, sir.
forward and the speed is constant. Very good. So constant speed. All right. All right. So constant speed. Akiro. Where's Akiro? Akiro, are you there? Where's Akiro? And there he is, nowhere to be found. Alicia, what do we know about the speed of an object when we have a straight line ascending? Alicia? Where's Alicia McIntosh? Can the rest of y'all hear me? I wonder why they're not responding.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So where's Alicia and Akiro? Where y'all is? Nowhere to be found. So I wonder what y'all doing.
Mr. Petit,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm constantly like not home at the moment, so I'm on classes, but like I don't have none of my supplies to like answer you right now. if that makes-
I just asked the question, what happens to the speed? That takes no pen, pencil, or ruler.
The speed of which line?
So that means you're not paying attention then.
No, not really, because I'm not home.
So why are you logging on if you're not paying attention? What's the point of logging on?
I screen recording it.
Well, I don't know if that's true or not, but if you're logging on, you have to be paying attention, Alicia. The people who are logged on are participating persons. So class start at 6 o'clock, 6 to 9. You have to prepare yourself for class. You understand me? Because I will be calling on you. What time are you gonna arrive home?
Not sure.
Okay. So will you be able to participate during this time or no?
No, sir.
Okay, then. Well, keep the screen on screen record and take the necessary screenshots so you could send me the notes once you get settled. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
But let me know this information because I'm calling you and I think you participated.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Aliyah Store, what do we know about the speed when we have a slanted line ascending? What do we know about the speed of the object?
It's constant speed.
Very good. The object is moving at a constant speed. All right, so it starts at rest at 10:30. What time does it end the rest?
11:45.
11:40. Yeah, 11:45. So the rest ends,
11:45.
yeah, the rest ends at 11:45. So this one right here is 11:45. That's what time the rest ends, right? 11:45. So the rest starts at 10:30, it ends at 11:45. Okay, so what's the total duration of the rest? So what's the total duration of the rest? All of this. What's the time for that rest? So we're trying to figure out the duration of the
It's
rest.
1 hour and 15 minutes.
Really?
I agree.
You agree? If we were to subtract it,
I agree.
hours and minutes. By the way, make sure I write this, draw this graph. Make sure draw the graph. Draw the graph, people. I don't want people sending me stuff and the graph is not there. Don't you dare send me notes and I don't have your graph. Make sure I draw your graph, please. So we have 11 hours and how many minutes? 45 minutes. And so it's going to be, we're going to subtract. It's going to be 10. Because 11:45 is the ending. 10:30 is the starting. So we subtract that. 5 minus 0 is 5. 4 minus 3 is 1. 11 minus 10 is 1. So that means that he stayed at rest for an hour and 15 minutes. By the way, he's at his friend's house. So Jan is at his friend's house. Okay, what time did he leave at his friend's house? What time did he leave his friend's?
9:45.
11:45.
What time did he?
11:45.
11:45.
Yeah, he leave his friend's house right at 11:45. And what time did he arrive at the beach?
You right.
12:15.
1:15.
12:15.
12:15. 12:15. That's the time he arrived at the beach. Question. This is an interesting question. This might catch you all off guard. So you got to be paying attention. What is the distance from Jan's home to the beach? Yeah, what's the distance from Jan's home to the beach?
20 km.
20 kilometers.
20 kilometers. Very good. So from Jan's home all the way to the beach is 20 kilometers. All right, so I think we're ready for the questions now. Let me move
Excuse
it up.
me, Mr. Petit.
Yes, I'm here.
Can I be excused for a couple minutes, please?
Who's that asking a question?
Brianna Roll.
Yes, we can.
Thank
So
you.
okay, so let's ask the question, answer these questions. Let me just put the question in because I don't want to be writing all the okay, so let's put this here and let's put these question stuff here. So let's see how best we could fit everything together. This graph is so, let's see. Will that work? Or okay, it's better to put the graph at the yeah, we don't need all that information at the top. So good. We just need the graph now. And we don't need all this either. So okay, good. Let me just keep it down. All right, good. So let's go. So write down these questions. The first question, it says we want to figure out the distance. I think we already said that already. We want to figure out the distance from Jan's home to his friend's home. Oh no, we didn't discuss that yet. What's the distance from Jan's home to his friend's home? It does this distance.
11 kilometers.
10.
Is that 11?
10 kilometers.
11.
11 kilometers.
11, you sure?
15 kilometers.
Yes,
It's 15. 15 kilometers. It's 15.
15 or 11?
Yeah.
Or 12 or
15.
13 or 14 or 15? Who knows?
I'm willing to say 15, Mr. Petit.
You're willing to say 15?
Yes,
What's
sir.
the distance? Okay, let's count, right? So this one is, we want the distance from, let me erase this. Erase all of this. So we want the distance from here to here to here, right? That's his friend's house, right? So this one, this is supposed to be, I guess this is 2. This is 4, right? This is 6.
12. 12 is 12.
This is 8. This is
It's
10.
12.
So the distance from his home to the friend from his home to his friend's home is what? 12 what?
12 kilometers.
12 what?
12 kilometers.
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 12 kilometers. Very good. So it's 12. So the answer to this one is what? 12 kilometers. Write this down in your book, please, especially the questions as well. 12 kilometers. Make sure you write down the questions as well as the answers. We have a lot of persons not. There are some persons who are not writing down the questions and not writing down the graph. Do not just put the answers. Write down the question as well. Do you hear me? I'm Jalen. Where's Jalen? Where's Jalen? Jalen here? Good afternoon, Jeremy. It's the first slide. And it's the same travel graphs. Where's Jalen? Jalen, are you there? I can't hear from Jalen.
Yes, sir.
I'm wondering, how are you writing the questions as well as the answers?
Yes, sir.
Did you draw the graph?
I just find the ruler to draw it. So
Okay. So make sure to draw the graph because yesterday you sent notes and there wasn't a single graph there. What does that mean? That means you're taking shortcuts, as you always do. Stop taking shortcuts, Jalen, and do the work. Don't just write
Sure.
down the questions. You need the image to go with the questions. And then when you come on Sunday, you don't know what to do. That doesn't even make any sense. So make sure, draw the graph and write down the questions.
yes, sir.
So the time
Should-
here, right? Go ahead.
Do we have to write the part, the numbers where you put 2, 4, 6, and 8 and all that?
If you want to put that inside there, that's fine. But you need the 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m. You need those things that come with it. B, the time he arrived at his friend's house. Time did he arrive at a friend's house? That's this one.
10:30.
So the time that he arrived at his friend's house, it's going to be 10:30. We agree with that, right? I think we talked about that earlier. 10:30.
Yes,
So
sir.
Yes,
make
sir.
sure. So make sure. Put this at 10:30. 10:30. Well, I have to put a.m. So 10:30 a.m. Oh, that's a nice question. The average speed, right? Average speed of his journey from his friend's home. Interesting question.
I'm willing to say it's 24 kilometers, but I'm not too sure on that yet.
They say average speed. What is average speed? How do we find average speed?
Distance over time.
Distance divided by time. Again, how do we find average speed?
Distance divided by
Distance
time.
divided by time.
Distance divided by time. So they say average speed of his journey to his friend's house. So we want the average speed starting from here all the way here. So we want this, the average speed from, basically we want the average speed represented by this triangle. Okay. Now, in order to find the average speed, we have to figure out the distance. And we already know the distance. The distance is what? 12 kilometers, because that's what we found out from the beginning, the distance from his friend's house, from his home to his friend's home. And then we need to figure out the what? The time.
The time.
So average speed. So let's write this down. I'm going to put part C here, right? I'm going to put part C here because that's the one that requires most working. So part C is going to be right there, right? This is part C. This is the answer to part C. So average speed, right? Average speed is going to be equal to the distance divided by what?
Time.
divided by
Time.
time. What is the distance? The distance from his home
12.
to his friend's home is 12 kilometers. What's the time? What's the time from, well, this is 9:15 to what? What time did he arrive? 10:30, right? So we have to do some subtraction now. We have to subtract, it's gonna be hours. Hours and then minutes. So what is the hours? We're gonna start with 10:30, right? So 10:30
I
We're
think
using-
it's an hour and 15 minutes.
is an hour and 15 minutes. We're using 10:30 because that's when we ended. That's when we arrived at his friend's home. So 10:30, you always put the end time at the top, and then the starting time you put at the bottom. So 9:15. So what is 30 minus 15? That's gonna be what?
15.
15. So 10 minus 9 is 1.
1.
So basically we have 1 hour and what? 1 hour and what? 15 minutes. Right? And so, interesting. You have 1 hour and 15 minutes, but Reagan, I want everything in hours. I don't want like in minutes. So I want everything in hours. Is Reagan now? Reagan Joseph. Nowhere to be found. I wonder where is he?
Hello, Mr. Petit.
Yeah, where are you? What happened? Why you are not responding to any?
I couldn't unmute my mic. I don't know why. It still was saying, it was saying something about the class is being recorded, and I was trying to click on my mic.
Okay, so my question is, I want everything in I want everything in hours. So we have so how are we gonna do that? Don't have any idea? So we have the thing is that we have hours. We have 1 hour and 15 minutes. What is 15 minutes as it relates to an hour? So first question you have to ask yourself. 15 minutes, right? Well, how many hours is how many minutes is an hour in an hour?
60 minutes.
60 minutes.
60.
Yeah, 60 minutes.
60.
Good. So we put 15 over 60. Now, can we reduce these things? Sure, we can reduce it. So 15 divided by what? 5. And then 60 divided by 5. 15 divided by 5 is what?
3.
3.
3. 60 divided by 5 is
12.
12. Can we go lower?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
we
sir.
can. We could reduce it. We could use what? 3
3.
and 3. So that means that it's gonna be equal to what? 3 divided by 3 is
1.
1. 12 divided by 3 is
6.
what? 12 divided by 3
4.
is 4. So 15 minutes is what? A quarter of an hour, right? I don't know if y'all know that. but 15 minutes is a quarter of an hour. So that means that that's like how we showed it clearly. So 15 minutes is a quarter of an hour. So that means that we're gonna have 12 kilometers, right? 12 kilometers divided by, anyone could guess? Remember, 15 minutes is a quarter.
1/4.
Say it again.
1/4.
1/4. I wanted as a decimal. 1
0.25.
hour. 1 hour plus, what is a quarter? A quarter as a decimal is what? 0.25. So that means that we're gonna have 1.25 because we changed the 15 minutes into a quarter of an hour, right? So that's what we did. So 1 hour and 15 minutes is basically 1.25 of an hour, right? Which makes plenty sense because you have the 1 hour here, and then you have 15 minutes, and 15 minutes is 0.25 of an hour. You add them together, you get 1.25. Do you all understand that, or I have to explain it again? How we get the 1.25
I understand.
understand.
an hour?
Can you explain?
Can you explain it again, please?
Explain how I get, okay. So basically, 15, you have to ask yourself, how many minutes? Sorry. What is 15 minutes as it relates to an hour, right? So if we were to write 15 minutes as a fraction of an hour, what would it be, right? Now that's easy because we just put 15 over 60. And why do we put it over 60? Does anyone know why we put it over 60?
Because 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour.
Yeah, because 1 hour is equal to 16. 1 hour is equal to 16 minutes. And so what that means is we put 15 over 6, we put 15 over 60. Now we reduce. 15 divided by 5 is what?
3,
3.
3.
60 divided by 5 is
12,
12. And then 3 divided by 3 is
1.
1. 12 divided by 3 is
4.
Is 4. Very good. Good. So it's gonna be 1/4. Now, 1/4 represented as a decimal is 0.25, right? So that means that 15 minutes is a quarter of an hour, right? Just like when you're doing like time, right? You would say half past. If you're referring to like 30 minutes, you would say half of an hour. If you're referring to 15 minutes, then it would say quarter of an hour, right? So let's say, for example, you ask someone, what time is it? And they say 7:45. When they say 7:45, what time is it actually? If they say it's 7:45.
25 minutes.
If it's 7:45, what time is it?
8:45.
7:45. If it's 7:45.
7:45.
Yeah, that's why 15 minutes is 0.25 of an hour. So what you do is you take 1 hour and you add it to quarter of an hour, which is 0.25. You take them and you add them. That's going to be equal to 1.25. 1.25. And so that's how we do it. Do I need to explain it again how I get 1.25, or y'all understand now?
We understand.
Let me know if you have any questions, please, before I move on.
No, sir.
Understand? So I got 1.25 because 1 hour and 15 minutes is 15 minutes is a quarter of an hour. So when that means that 1 hour and 15 minutes is going to be 1.25 an hour. Then what I have to do with 12 and 1.25, I have to do what?
Divide them.
I have to divide them. And let's divide them. What is 12 divided by 1.25? Let me know what you get. And you divide them too. 12 divided by 1.25. This is just division. 12 divided
I
by
get
1.6.
9.6.
9.6. Yeah. 12 divided by 1.25 is 9.6. So that means that the average speed is going to be 9.6 kilometers per hour. All right, bad handwriting. Let me fix this. So 9.6 kilometers per hour. How do we get this answer? Well, it is simple. The first thing we do is we know that the formula for average speed is going to be what? The distance
Distance divided by time.
divided by time. We say that the distance traveled is 12 kilometers from Jan's home to his friend's home. So all this distance covered is 12 kilometers. What was the time taken? Well, we calculate time taken. Time taken is what? 1 hour and 15 minutes. That's the time taken. And if we want to figure out what is 1 hour and 15 minutes in terms of, well, hours, it's going to be 1.25 of an hour. So 12 kilometers is 1.25 hours. And so we divide them. That's the operation. That's how we get 9.6. We divide 12 by 1.25, and then we get 9.6. So that means that the average speed, let me erase these things. That means that the average speed from his friend's home, from his home to his friend's home, is going to be 9.6 kilometers per hour. So the answer here is 9.6. 9.6 kilometers per hour. Good. Do you all understand how we got 9.6 kilometers per hour? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Again, so Tyra, you understand how we got it?
Yes, sir.
You understand how we got 9.6?
So
Okay, explain it for me.
So basically, we had to go through finding out when he went from home to his friend's house, and basically with distance over time, our distance traveled, because his friend's house is 12 kilometers away from him.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we got the distance. And then the time he left at 9:15 and got there at 10:30. So that would come up to an hour and 15 minutes.
Mhm.
And we wanted to turn the time into strictly hours.
Mhm.
That's why we had to find out what is 15 minutes of an hour, and that would turn into 1/4. That would turn into 1/4, which would then turn into 0.25. So that's why we ended up with an hour and 1.25
Uh-huh.
time. And we just divided 12 kilometers from 1.25 and got 9.6 kilometers / hours.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Thank you.
Welcome.
And Andrea? Where's Andrea?
Yes, sir.
You understand how we got average speed?
Yes, sir.
Explain it for me, please.
Okay, so to find the average speed, we must divide the distance by time. So the distance equals 12 kilometers, and then we figured out the time, which is, first we subtract 10:30 from 9:15, and that gives us 1 hour and 15 minutes. And then we convert the 15 minutes into hours, which is a quarter of 1/4.
Mm-hmm.
So a quarter in decimal is 0.25.
Yeah.
So we add that with the hour, which is 1.25,
Mm-hmm.
1.25, and then we divide 12 kilometers by 1.25, and that equals 9.6 kilometers per hour.
Very good. 9.6 kilometers per hour. Thank you. Good. So that's how we get the average speed, by doing distance divided by time. Okay, so the next question, part D, says we want to figure out the length of time he spent at his friend's house.
An hour and 15 minutes.
The length of time he spent at his friend's house. The length of time he spent at his friend's house.
You know, the speed. I just got that.
Yes, your mommy told me. So the length of time he spent at his friend's house was from 10:30 to what?
11:45.
Yeah, 11:45. $11:45. So what is the length of time?
An hour and 15 minutes.
Hour and 15 minutes.
Hour and 15
Hour,
minutes.
15
1
minutes.
hour and 15 minutes. So
So from 10:30 to 11:45. So that distance right there is 1 hour and 15 minutes. Okay. Now the next question says that we want to figure out the average speed for the entire journey. Oh, wow. That's interesting. The average speed for the entire journey. What formula are we going to use for that one? The average speed for the entire journey.
Distance divided by time.
Distance divided by
Distance divided by time. Okay, average speed. Okay, good. So the average speed right now. Okay, so this is I'm gonna put the answer for C. Sorry, for E right there. Right. So so for the answer for E is gonna go right here. I'm gonna put it right there. So average speed is gonna be equal to distance, total distance, over time. What's the total distance?
20.
The total distance. You sure it's not 40?
No, so 20.
Why is it not 40? Why is it not 40?
I think it
the
might be
diagram
Yes,
40.
D is only ascending.
Say it again.
It only ascending.
Yes, the diagram is not ascending. It didn't show his journey back, right? So we don't have his journey backwards. So that's the problem. It only shows his upward journey. So we have to go with 20. Now, for those persons who are wondering why it's 20, we're going from 0 all the way up to 20. And if you look at the graph, he traveled, he went up to 12, he rested a while, and went all the way up to the beach. And that's exactly 20 kilometers. So yeah, definitely his distance, the distance traveled is 20 kilometers. Renee Russell, you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the distance traveled is 20. Renee, what's the formula for average speed?
Distance over time.
Distance divided by time. What's the formula for average speed? Distance divided by time. Do me a favor. Put inside the chat. What you think the time is going to be? Put inside the chat what you think the time is going to be. All right, put inside the chat what you think the time is going to be. The time traveled. What do you think it's going to be? Put that inside the chat. All right, so what y'all have for the average speed? Someone say 3 hours and 43 hours. Someone say 3 hours and 15 minutes, 3 hours, 3 hours and 15 minutes. Why does everyone have 12:15? What? 12:07, 3:75, 5 hours, golly. I want the time. I want the time taken for the journey. The time taken for the journey. Where's Paul? Paul, why do you say 3 hours?
Because it's 9 to 12.
Because it's 9 to 12. But did it really end at 12 o'clock? Look at where 12
No,
is.
sir.
Look at where 12 is.
12:15.
Look at where 12 is. 12 is right there, right? We still have more to go, right? So did it end at 12 o'clock? And China, how you get 12:45? How you get 3:45? 45? China, how is that 3:45? Look at it. I mean, how is it 3 hours and 45 minutes? Look at this, China. What is this? What time is that?
It's 12:15.
12:15. So how you get 12, how you get 375? What's that about? Made a slight mistake, eh? Where's China? China, I'm talking to you. Do you see where you went wrong, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, so he started the thing at 9 a.m. Oh, actually it is 3 hours. Because he started at 9:15. Aha. So those persons who said 3 hours, y'all are genius. He started at 9:15 and he ended at what? 12:15. So Therefore, 9:15 to 10:15, 10:15 to 11:15, 11:15 to 12:15. That's exactly 3 hours. Y'all understand that?
Yes, sir.
Good, good. How many persons had 3 hours? Let me know if you had 3 hours. The persons who had 3 hours.
I did.
Andrea.
I did.
Okay, good.
I did.
good. Summer. All right. The geniuses. Superstar Lane. Very good. It actually is 3 hours. I thought it was 12:15. I mean, I thought it was 3 hours and 15 minutes, but if you really look at it, he started at 9:15. So 3 hours, my friend. So this makes our work easier. So we don't have to change nothing to nothing. It's exactly 3 hours. So what is 20 divided by 3? What do I get when I divide 20 by 3? 20 divided by 3 is what?
6.6666.
Yeah, very good. 6.6.6666666. I don't want to scare no one, but the mark of the beast, but 6666 and continuing. But question. What fraction is that? What fraction goes 0.666666? What fraction does that? Does anyone know it offhand?
A repeating fraction.
I know a repeating fraction, but what fraction goes is 0.666? Y'all should know this. Y'all should know this. There's a fraction.
1/3.
2 over 3. Someone said it. 2 over 3. You should know that. 2 over 3 actually. 2 over 3 is actually 0.66666 and continuing. That's 2 over 3. And then 1 over 3 is what? 1 over 3 is what?
0.333.
0.33333. Y'all, that's something y'all should commit to memory, right? You should know. You should know that. So how are we going to represent this fraction, this decimal? Well, we're going to say is that, friend, you keep on moving. So that means that this is going to be 6.66666 continuing. I don't know why these have these revelation numbers in these exams. I don't know why these picked them, but they 6.6. What can we represent? What can we use to represent something that's continuing and continuing and continuing? What do we use to represent that?
For the 6 after the decimal.
A what? What do we put on top of it?
A line?
A line.
Yeah, a horizontal line. Yeah. So you put a horizontal line to denote that, hey, it's continuing on and on. And it's going to be kilometers per what? Kilometers
Second.
Per hour?
Per hour. Very good. Kilometers per hour. Good. Let me know if you understand how we got the our answer for this one, the average speed. Let me know.
I do.
Yes, I do.
I do.
Good.
I did.
Only a few persons is answering, so I need the rest of you to let me know. Do you understand how I got?
Yes, sir.
I did.
Yes,
too.
I do.
yes, sir.
There's still some people who are not responding, and I can call you out. I will call you out.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I can't hear from Michael for some reason. Michael, are you in this class?
Yes, sir. I say I do.
You did? Okay. How
Yes,
about
sir.
Joseph Kalma? Are you inside this class? Hello, Joseph Kalma. CJ is not here? That's weird. Whoa, that's weird. How about Shekinah? Shekinah, are you here? Myla, okay, good. Tyra said she understand. Good. Okay, good. So with all these people who understand inside of here, let me choose one of you to explain it. So, Mark, do you understand what to do? Where's Mark?
Not really.
Not really? No? Okay, which one? This one? So let me explain it again. So for this one, average speed, right? So average speed, what's the formula for average speed, Mark?
Distance over time.
Distance over time. What's the distance?
20 kilometers.
Very good. How do we get 20 kilometers?
Because
Because what? We start at 0, right? And we end at what?
20.
End at 20, right? And so that's how we get the 20 meters, right? Now, 20 kilometers. Now, how do we get the 3 hours? You understand how we got 3 hours?
No, sir.
He started at 9:15. It's a starting point, right? What time did he end?
12:15.
12:15. So from 9:15 to 12:15, how many hours is that?
3.
3 hours. And then you just have to perform division to get 6.666. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So just divide the 20 by the 3. All right. Anyone else who don't understand and is and front end? Anyone else who do not understand and need me to explain it to them? Let me know. Don't be shy.
I do.
You understand?
No, I need an explanation again.
Another explanation. Okay. Average speed. What's the formula for average speed?
Distance, time.
Distance divided by time. We want to figure out the distance from Jan's home to the beach. What distance is that? From 0 all the way up to what? What's the distance of that?
20.
20 kilometers. So we put 20 on the top. Now we want to find the total time covered, the total time, right? So if you want to figure out the total time, we're gonna move from, we start at 9:15, we end at 12:15. Let me show the subtraction, because some people may not like be like, how you get 3 hours? I don't know how you get 3 hours, Mr. Petit. How? Let me show you. So we go from hours to minutes. So minutes, and then so this is gonna be 12 hours, right? And 15 minutes minus 9:15. Came out, what is 15 minus 15?
0.
0. Please. 0 and 0. What is 12 minus 9?
3.
3. So that's how we get 3 hours, all right?
Yes, sir.
Naya, I need you to explain A through E for me, please.
Yes, sir. Calculate number A, the distance from Jan's home to his friend's home. You have 12 kilometers because if you look at the distance, each of them on the y-axis is 2. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then the point where the friend's home is at is 12. So that's 12 kilometers. Then the time he arrived at his friend's home, if you look at the time that is on the x-axis, it's 15 minutes. So if you go 15, 30, 45, and 1 hour up until the point where he reached his friend's home, it is 10:30.
Yeah, it's 10:30 for sure.
The average speed of his journey to his friend's home, you got 9.6 kilometers an hour, because actually I have a question with this one. I was writing it. I wondered why that 1 hour, 15 minutes converted into 1.25 hours.
Oh, okay. So, well, you know that, how many hours in a minute? I'm sorry, how many minutes an hour?
60.
60. So we write 15 minutes as a fraction of an hour, which is 0.25.
Yes.
And then you add it to 1, and so we get that.
Yes. Okay, so to find the average speed, it's distance over time, because on the triangle, speed equals distance over time. And the distance is 12 kilometers, and the speed was 1 hour, 15 minutes. If you convert the 1 hour, 15 minutes into hours, it's 1.25 hours. So 12 over 1.25 is 9.6.
Very good, 9.6.
And that's how you.
Good.
Then for the length of time he spent at his friend's home, I actually didn't get to write in that part yet. So, but the answer was 1 hour, 15 minutes.
Because he started, huh?
Because he started, well, he got out of his friend's home at 10:30, and then he was at rest until 11:45,
Yeah.
and that's an hour 15 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Then the average speed for the entire journey is, again, the equation for speed is distance over time. The distance was 20 kilometers and the time was 3 hours, and 20 divided by 3 is 6.66.
Very
And
good.
then if you round it, or did you round it?
I didn't round it.
Well,
I just expressed it in a shorter way by using a vertical bar on top.
so
I mean horizontal bar. Okay.
then the
This is what I want. Just thank you, Naya. This is what I want you to do. I want everyone take a picture of this. Take a picture of your notes and send it to me via WhatsApp. I need everyone to do that right now. Take a picture of your notes from this slide before we move on to the next one. I need to see what you have so far. So far, I only have Malik's work. I need the rest of you to send your work. Do not tell me you're gonna send your work after class. That's not my request. I need
Mr.
you to.
Petit,
Yes, Kema.
do you have the first slide? Cause I didn't come early.
This is the first slide. You haven't missed anything.
Okay.
Pardon?
I mean, yes.
So I need everyone to take a picture of their work and send it to me via WhatsApp. That's everyone, please. Don't tell me you're gonna save it until after class. I need you to send a picture of it now, and don't give me no excuse about oh my mommy this, my daddy this, all type of stuff. I need the picture of your notes, please. So take a picture of your notes and send it to me via WhatsApp. I need a picture of this first slide. All right, let's see who's doing what I asked them to do. So thank you, Paul. Thank you, Malik. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Brianna and Alasia. Thank you, Amari and Angel.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Thank you, Bethany and Egypt and Tegan and Kingston. Good. And Taya and Samantha. Thank you, Ricardo. Very good. Andrea, Juan, Nevea, Tyra. What's her name? What's her name? Andrea? No, what's her stuff? Marinique and Chai and Kyle and China and Randisha and Jevin and Aliyah, Chai, Aliana, thank you. Gilbriana, Naya, and Aliyah. Once again, my boys are nowhere to be found. Where's Jalen? Jalen, where's your work? Jalen, I need you to take a picture of your work and send it to me. Where's Jalen?
What's up?
Where's your work? I asked for the work and I haven't seen it from you.
I just finishing up now.
Okay, take a picture of it and send it to me.
What's up?
And where is, who else? Okay, thank you, Michael. Well, as expected, Akiro and Ajani doesn't send their work. I mean, y'all are so predictable, man. Ajani,
So
where's your work?
I'm not done with it yet.
Oh, you're not done, really? Are you actually writing down the notes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you need to write down your notes quickly because I'm asking for the work now. Where is what's the name? What's the name now? Akiro, where's Akiro?
Yes, sir.
I need you to take a picture of your, oh, you sent it already, just now.
Yes, sir.
What you mean you have a pencil to complete the drawing?
I didn't want to do it with a pen just because if I didn't mess up, I wouldn't be able to redo it.
I mean, you started it all right. Just got to do a line and complete the rest.
No, so I could try it then.
Okay, good. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna actually do one. I'm gonna actually give you an opportunity to do one. For those of you who are still working, I put the work inside the chat for your benefit. So for those of you who are still working, put it inside the chat for your benefit. Let's do the next one. Let's see. It's a pretty good one. So I'm gonna put this in. I'm gonna put this inside. Let's let's do this one. So I don't think y'all can see my screen yet. So okay. For this one, do not draw the diagram. I repeat, do not draw the diagram. Where's Aliana? Where's Aliana?
Yes, sir.
Are you here?
Yes, sir.
Did you hear me this time?
Yes, sir.
Do not draw the diagram. Don't draw the diagram, for heaven's sake. Don't draw the diagram. All I need you to do is write down the questions and the answers. That's it. Do not draw the diagram. Write down the questions and the answers, all right? But don't draw the diagram. All right, let me see if I can make that look. There we go. Okay. Can y'all see the last question? D, the average speed. Can y'all see that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So write down the questions and the answers. Don't draw the diagram, right? So it says here, the travel graph shows Zoran's bicycle excursion from his friend's home and on to the stadium. Using the information from the graph, calculate the distance from Zoran's home to his friend's home. Calculate the time he arrived at his friend's home. Calculate the length of time he spent at his friend's home. And calculate the average speed for the entire journey. All right. Again, oh, let's call this so we could have like a metric to be able to like go by. We're gonna call this graded exercise number 1. So you could know like this is 1A. So when I ask you what number you want, you could be able to tell me 1B, right? This is 1C. All right, and then this is 1D. All right. Oopsies. All right, so this is great exercise number 1. Do not draw the diagram. All you need to do is write down the questions and the answers. So great exercise number 1. All right. So the travel graph shows Zoran's bicycle excursion from his home to his friend's home and onto the stadium. Using the information from the graph, calculate the distance from Zoran's home to his friend's home, B, the time he arrived at his friend's home, C, the length of time he spent at his friend's home, and D, the average speed for the entire journey. So let me start from the bottom and go up. Zara Hana, where's Zara Hana? Zara Hana, are you there? Hello, Zara, are you there? No, 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 no. Yeah, but Zara, where's your notes? You tell me you're here, but where's your notes? I asked the notes to be sent from moments ago when you haven't sent in your notes. Hello, Zara. Where's your notes? That's what my question was. Where's your notes? Tyrone, where's Tyrone? I know Tyrone typically has internet issues. Tyrone, what number you on? On 1A? Okay. Tyra, what number you on?
1B.
1B or D?
B.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. And Tay again, what number you on? Say again, what number you on? Hello, good evening. Yes, ma'am. Hello, can you hear me? Yes, ma'am. I am calling for Zara. Is she near you? Okay. Hello, Zara. Yes, ma'am. I'm calling to know if she's near you. I want to speak to her. What's- Yes, Zara. Where's your notes? Say it again. Hello? I can't hear you. You said you sent them? Yeah, so why you haven't sent them, Zara? Yes, ma'am. This isn't the first time Zara's done this, you know. I needed to write down the notes. The notes that we just finished pass. We just finished it and she didn't write it down. So what I'm gonna do is I all right. Taya, where's Taya?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
I'm on D.
D. Okay. And Summer, what number you on?
I'm on the last question.
And Shekinah? Shekinah, what number you on? Shekinah, what number you on? Shekinah, what number you on? Where's Shekinah? Shekinah, you there? We can't hear from Shekinah. Where is Samantha? Samantha, you finish?
Yes, I'm sending it right now.
Okay. And so where's Sadell? Sadell,
Yes, sir.
what number you on?
I'm on C.
You on C? Sabria, which one you on?
I'm on 1C.
You on what?
1C.
1C. And Summer, what number you on? Where's Summer? How was you? Ricardo, what number you on?
One C.
Okay. Reagan, what number you on? Randisha, what number you on? By the way, once you finish, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Once you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Paul, what number you on?
1D.
1D. And Omari, what number you on? A 1D, okay, good. Naya, what number you on?
Naya,
Naya, yeah.
I sent you the work.
You sent it already? Okay. And Nivea, Nivea, what number you on?
I'm on 1D.
Someone have a question?
Yes, I can only see A, B, and C.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some people with can you see it now?
Yes, sir.
Good. And Kiajane, what number you on? Where's Kiajane? That one always nowhere to be found, right? Always nowhere to be found. Kiajane, where are you? Where's Kiajane? Kevin, what number you on?
I'm wrapping up right now, sir.
Wrapping up, okay. Where is Nakari, what number you on?
B.
B. Hello, Kiajane. Yes, mom. I'm calling Kiajane inside the meeting, but she's not responding. Oh no, never mind. She said she said her mic is not working. Okay, thank you. 1C, okay. Michael, what number you on?
1D.
1D. And Milo, what number you on? Milo, what number you on? Milo? Oh, she already answered me. Did she? Yeah, 1C. Kyle, what number you on?
1B, sir.
1D?
1B.
1B, okay. And anyone finish? Is there anyone who's done? Let me know if you finish, please.
I finished, Mr. Petit.
Kingston.
I'm as well, Mr. Petit. I sent you my work.
Yeah.
Okay. Only those three? Anyone else?
I finished them.
Okay. All right.
I sent my work too.
Okay, good. Where's Jalen? Jalen Butler.
Yes, sir.
Where's your notes from the beginning that I asked for?
I already sent it.
I'm looking at your stuff and it doesn't say it's sent. The only thing I have is from yesterday.
Oh, I sent it from my mommy phone.
Oh, you sent it from your mommy phone, darling. Butler. Anyone else is finished?
I'm finished.
Okay. Jalen.
Yes, sir.
You have the questions with no answers to them.
Yes, sir. I have the answers.
But your picture shows that there are no answers to them. So where are the answers?
Answers right there. I could take a better picture.
Oh, there's no working. That's what okay. So you need to provide the working. I showed how to get the answers, the average speed. You need to write that down.
Yes, sir.
So write that down in the slots for me and then send it again.
Yes, sir.
Where is okay, okay, so can we go over the answers? I think we're ready now. Most persons are already finished. Okay. Was it easy, medium, or hard? How was it for you all?
I was just stuck on D for the most part, but the rest of the questions were easy.
You're stuck on D? Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. For the rest of you, how was it?
Same here.
Same here.
Stuck on D? How? How are you stuck on
It's
D?
like I know what to do, but certain parts just was confusing me.
Okay. All right, so let's go over it then. Tyra, how was it for you? Walk on the block?
Yes, so man, I could do that with my eyes closed.
All right, let's hope that the answers are right. Okay. So question, when we see a line that is ascending, right? Positive slope, what does that tell us about the object?
That it's going forward.
It's moving forward, very good. When we see a line that is horizontal, right? What does that tell us about the object?
That it's at rest.
The object is at rest. And then when we see a line ascending, again, what does it tell us about the object?
Going forward.
It's also going forward, right? So, erase everything. Dion. Where's Dion? Where's Dion?
Yes, sir.
What do we have for A, the distance from Zoran's home to his friend's home? What do we have done?
I have 11 kilometers.
11 kilometers. So from his home to his friend's home, you have 11. Anyone else got 11?
No, sir.
What y'all got?
12.
I got 12.
I got 12.
I got 12.
Got
I see
12.
what I did, Mr. McGee.
You see what you do wrong, right?
Yes, sir.
So this right here is what? 2,
12.
right? This right here is what? 4. This one here is what? 2, 4, 6. This one here is what? 8. This is 10, and this is gonna be what? 12, right? 12. So this is 12. Let me know if you got that, please. Let me know if you got 12 for that. Let me know.
I got it.
Say yeah.
Yes, I got it.
Okay.
I got it, sir.
I got
Yes.
Got it?
I
Good.
did.
Good. So the answer is 12 kilometers. This is very similar to the first one. Very similar to the first one. So 12 kilometers. Okay, place a tick if you got it right for me, please. Now, B, the time he arrived at his friend's home. The time he arrived at his friend's home, what time was that? The time that he arrived at his friend's home.
I got 10:30 a.m.
I got 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
10:15.
10:15.
Is it
I got
10, 10:15 or 10:30? Which one?
10:15.
10:15.
I put 10:15.
The answer is 10:15. 10:15. All right. Anyone got that? 10:15 a.m. Let me know if you got that.
I did.
I did.
Let me know.
I did.
All right. 10:15 a.m. So 10:15.
I did.
10:15 a.m. All right. Good. That's the time that he, arrived at his friend's home. Now part C, the length of time he spent at his friend's home. The length of time that he spent at his friend's home. What y'all have for that?
I have 1 hour and 30 minutes.
1 hour and 30 minutes. Well, he started at his friend's home.
I have an hour and 15 minutes.
I have an hour and 15 minutes.
Hour and 15
I have
minutes.
an hour and 15
1
minutes.
hour and 30 minutes.
Hour and 30
I
minutes.
have an hour and 30 minutes.
Hour and 30 minutes. So it's between an hour and 15 minutes and hour and 30 minutes. Alasia, where's Alasia?
Yes, sir.
Did you send in your notes as yet?
Yes, sir.
How about this one? You finished this as yet?
Yes, I sent it in already.
Okay. And I need to know how long he spent at his friend's house. Some people are saying 10:15, some people are saying 10:30. I mean 11:30. Okay, so 1:30. Okay, 10:15, and then this is what? 11:15, right? Then 11:30. So 11:30 is the time that he left from his friend's home, right? So 11:30. That's the time that he left his friend's home. So from this part to this part. So what's the distance? What's the length of time from 10:15 to 11:30? So let's check it. This is hours, right? This is minutes. So the hours is going to be what? 11:30, right? What's the start time? Start time.
9:30.
9:30.
Not the start time. I mean the time that he
10:15.
the time that he
10:15.
10:15. So when we subtract, we have 30 minus 15 is 15. And 11 minus 10 is going to be 1. So the answer is what?
1 hour and 15 minutes.
1 hour and 15 minutes. How many persons got that one? 1 hour and 15 minutes?
I did.
I did.
I did.
Good. 1 hour and 15 minutes. 1 hour and 15 minutes. Very good. That's the right answer. 1 hour and 15 minutes. Again, anyone else got this? Let me know, please. If you got 1 hour and 15 minutes.
I did. Yes, so.
Good. Excellent. Okay, so it's 1 hour and 15 minutes. Good. Now we want the average speed for the entire journey. The average speed for the entire journey. What is that going to be? The average speed for the entire journey. What y'all get for that one?
7.2 kilometers per hour.
7.2
I got
kilometers
this
per
one.
hour. Anyone else?
I got 6 kilometers per hour.
I got 7.2.
I
7.2?
got 72 kilometers per hour.
Okay. Okay. All right. 7.2. Mostly all y'all getting 7.2. Anyone else got a different answer?
Yes,
Or
sir.
what you got?
I get
Kingston?
14.4.
14.4. Okay. That's different. Finally, someone different.
I got 19.04.
19.04. Okay. Anyone else?
8.6.
8.6. Okay. Anyone
I
else?
got 6 and I got 16.
6 and 16? What you saying? What you
I
say?
used 2 different ones because I didn't know which time and distance they wanted me to go by.
Say it again. You got 6 and
6 and 16.
6 and 16. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Let's do it. Let's do it together then. So we need to figure out the average speed. Now you surprised me.
Oh, geez.
You know that's always a good sign, right? All right. Okay, so let's do the average speed. Yeah. So average speed. Average speed. It's going to be equal to the distance of an object divided by the time. So the distance is going to be what? The distance. What's the distance for the entire journey? We start at 0 and we go all the way up. All the
20
way up.
kilometers.
18.
18 kilometers.
It wasn't 20. You stop right there, right? So it's gonna go. We're gonna go over, and that's going to be what?
18.
Well, this is 12. After 12 is what? After 12 is what?
14.
14. After 14 is what?
16.
16. And then it's gonna be what?
18.
18, 18, right? So it's going to be 18. So we have 18 there, so it's going to be equal to 18 kilometers. How many persons have that for the distance?
I do.
I
Anyone
did.
else? Anyone else?
I did.
I do.
Good. Now we want the time taken. So we start it at what? 9, what? 9.
30.
This is 9 o'clock. Wait a minute. This is 10. This is 9:45, 9:30. That's correct. This is 9:30. Why? Because this is 9 a.m. This is 9:15. This is 9:30. This is 9:45. This is 10, right? So we start at 9:30 and we end at what time? We end at what time?
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock. So we're going from 9:30 all the way to 12 o'clock. So what's the time that was taken for the journey? And no one responds. Everybody's quiet.
2 hours and 30 minutes.
So what we do know is hours and minutes, right? Maybe I should put this above so we can, yeah, let's do this above. So we have hours and then minutes. So the way how we do this is that we know that we have 12 hours and then we know that it's going to be 0 minutes and then it's going to be minus what? 9:30. So what is 0 minus 30? Can we do that?
No, sir.
No, so we have to borrow, right? When we borrow a whole what?
Hour.
We borrow a whole hour. So this becomes 11. And what is 1 hour in terms of minutes? That's what? 60 minutes, right? So now this becomes 11 hours. And how much minutes? 60 minutes.
60.
Yeah, minus 9:30. Now, what is 60 minus 30?
30.
0. This is 6 minus 3 is 3. Very good. And then we have 11 minus 9, which is what?
2.
2. So how much or how long or how much time was taken for the journey? That's going to be what?
30 minutes.
2 hours
2 hours and 30 minutes.
and 30 minutes. How many persons got that?
I did.
I did.
Oh boy.
I did.
I did.
Good. 2 hours and 20 minutes. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Now, if we express that in terms of time, in terms of hours, it's going to be 18 kilometers divided by what? What is 2 hours and 30 minutes written in terms of hours?
Well, first we have to divide.
Mhm.
We have to change the minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You have to divide that by 60.
Mm-hmm.
So I got 2.5.
2.5, very good. Because 30 minutes is 0.5, if it's 0.5 of an hour, or 0.5 hours, so it's gonna be 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Why? Because 30 divided by 60 simplifies to, cancel this, cancel that, simplifies to a half, and a half simplifies to 0.5, and 0.5, well, 0.5 is half. So 30 minutes is half of an hour. And so if we have 2 hours and 30 minutes, we have 2.5. Now we divide. What is 18 divided by 2.5? That's gonna be what? 18 divided by 2.5. It's gonna be 7.2. 7.2. So the answer is 7.2 kilometers per hour. How many persons got that? 7.2. Before me, before I got it.
I
Mar-
did. I
Marnik,
did.
Andrea,
I did.
China,
I
Tyra,
did. I did.
Ciara,
I
Pagan.
did.
1. Very good. Only those persons got it?
I
Before
didn't. So.
Malik didn't.
I
I
Malik,
didn't.
Michael, you got it too? Michael, you got it too?
no, sir.
No? Okay. How many persons got all right? Anyone got all right? How many of you got all right?
I did. I did. I did.
Good.
I did.
For the people who got all right, let me know, please, if you got all right. Or persons who got all right, let me know.
I did.
Okay. Anyone got one wrong?
I got D wrong.
I
I
got one
did.
wrong.
I did.
I did.
I did.
Got
I
one
did.
wrong. One wrong. For the persons who got one wrong, please let me know.
I did.
You got one wrong.
I did.
I
I
did.
did.
I did.
I did.
I did.
Okay, good. Good. Anyone got two wrong? Let me know. For the persons who got two wrong. Summer? Where's Summer?
I got two wrong.
Oh, you got two wrong.
Yeah. The last question, because I put 20 km instead of 18 km, because
Oh,
I
okay.
read that question.
Uh-huh.
And for number 2, I didn't put the time. I put how long it took for him to arrive.
Oh, okay. So just be careful. Be very careful.
Yes, sir.
All right. For those who got all right, put I inside the chat. Again, if you got all right, put I inside the chat. If you got one wrong, put Y. If you got one wrong, put Y. And if you got two wrong, put N. All right. All right, put I. Again, if you got all right, put I.
That's the Vegeta got 3 wrong.
Oh boy. If you got one wrong, put Y. If you got two wrong, put N. If you got 3 wrong, well, I don't have a letter for you. Again, if you got all right, put I. If you got 2 wrong. So if you got 1 wrong, put Y. If you got 2 wrong, put N inside the chat. Where's Jalen? Where's Jalen? Jalen, I'm still waiting on the correction. Again, I'm still waiting on the correction, Jalen. And Kiajane. Where's Kiajane?
Yes, sir.
Did you send in the notes?
Yes, sir.
How come you didn't write down? How come you didn't draw the chart?
It was too difficult for me to draw. I would actually have to take my time to draw it.
So did you take a screenshot of it and then draw? You have to draw it though. Take a screenshot of it and then you can draw it in your spare time.
Yes, sir.
But okay. All right, let me check inside the chat to see how y'all did. Let me check. Thank you for those of you who got okay, a lot of Y's. And well, I have to laugh. All right, good. Okay, good. All right, good. So again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. I need everyone to send their work, please, including Ajani, including Akiro. Who else don't send their work? Where's Mark? Mark, where's your work? And Tyrone. I need your work, please. Mark and Tyrone, send your work. Okay. So these are time questions, time graph questions. We have but 12 minutes left. Let's do one more. For this one, I don't think we have. Do I have any more? I think I have like. Okay. Okay, so with these ones, we're just gonna study them first, and then we're gonna get into answering them. So, all right, so let me let's go ahead and do this. It's another one. So let's study this. You don't have to write this down. We're just studying it together. So with this one, I want you to respond inside the chat, right? Can y'all see the image on the screen? I need you to respond inside the chat. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I need you to respond inside the chat. Tell me, right inside the chat now, tell me the starting time. The starting time, right? Tell me the starting time that this person decide to walk from home to the mall. Tell me the starting time.
9:45.
Oh, put inside the chat. Put inside the chat. Put inside the chat. That was the instruction.
I use the bathroom, boss.
Yes, you can.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
Make me excuse for sending my work. I'm just done my corrections.
Yes, you can. Again, to put inside the chat the starting time. The starting time that this person start to go from home to the mall. What is the starting time? All right. Some persons still haven't answered. I'm waiting for the rest of you to answer. What is the starting time? This person ventured to the mall. Okay. Everyone has the same answer. Why do you all have the same answer? Are you just copying from Amaranik? Or you actually know how you get your answer? Which one? Everyone is saying the same thing. No one says anything different. Nobody. So nobody want to stand up from the crowd. Anyone have a different answer from 9:45? Renee. Renee, what's your answer?
9:45.
You put 12 a.m.
Because you said somebody should
Put something different, right?
yes, sir.
I was just teasing. 9:45 is the correct answer. How do we know it's 9:45? Well, we start at what time? Well, at least the graph has 9 a.m. And then this right here is what? 9 what? 9:15. 9:15. And then this one here is 9 what?
30.
9:30, yeah.
30.
And then this one right here is what? 9:45.
45.
9:45.
45.
9:45. So that means that definitely the starting point is 9:45. Good. Okay. Tell me the time that the person arrived to the mall. Put inside the chat for me, please. I want the time that the person arrived at the mall. Put that inside the chat, please. The time that the person arrived at the mall. Don't copy anybody's answer, put your own answer. The time that the person arrived at the mall. So they started their journey from their house to the mall, right? Obviously they're going along a path and they have a constant speed because we have a straight line and the slope is positive and the slope and it's a straight line. So since it's a straight line, we know that it has a constant slope. And so that means we have a constant speed and they're moving forward, heading towards the mall. My question is, what time did they arrive at the mall? Put your answers inside the chat for me, please. What time did the person arrive at the mall? Then I need everyone to answer, please. Not only a few of you to answer. The rest of you need to answer. What time did they arrive at the mall? Did the person arrive at the mall? What time? I need the rest of you to answer. Again, what time did the person arrive at the mall? Put the answers inside the chat for me, please. I need the time that they arrive at the mall. All right, let me check the chat. Let's see. Time when they arrive at the mall. Dion, 10:30. Alicia, 10:30. Taya, 10:30. 10:30. Everyone is saying 10:30 a.m. Good. Good. Yep. And all of you are correct. The time that he arrived at the mall, this one right there, was 10:30. So this one is 10:30. Why? Because this is 10 a.m. This is 10:15, right? This is 10:30, right? So this is 10:30. So that's the time that he arrived at the mall. That's 10:30. And this is 10:45. This is 11 o'clock. So 10:30 is the time that he arrived at the mall. How many persons are at 10:30? Let me know, please. Before I said 10:30. How many persons had it before me?
I
I
did.
did.
I did.
Good.
I did.
I did.
Good. All right, good. My next question is, put this answer inside the chat as well. What is the distance from his home to the mall? What is the distance from his home to the mall? Put your answer inside the chat for me, please. What's the distance from his home to the mall? Put the answer inside the chat. Where is Mark? Mark, are you there? Where's Mark? Where's Mark? Hello, Mark, are you there? I can't hear from Mark. But I want the distance from the home to the mall. I want the distance from the home to the mall. Put it inside the chat for me, please. The distance from the home to the mall. Let me see. What y'all have? 12 kilometers. 12 kilometers. Good, 12 kilometers. Most person. Taya, 12 kilometers per hour? We're talking about time. I mean, we're talking about distance, so you can't have kilometers per hour. Where's Taya?
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Yeah, so it's 12 kilometers. Let's check it. So, this right here is going to be 2 kilometers. And then this right here is what? 4 kilometers. This right here is 5 kilometers. This is 6. Oh, I'm sorry. Not 5. After 4 is what? After 4 is what?
6.
6. And then what? And then
8.
and 8. And then 10. And then the mall is going to find us comfortably at 12. Good. Comfortably at 12. Okay. Now, My last question is a yes or no question. So you guys are either gonna put yes or you're gonna put no, right? Does the graph show where this person returned back home? So yes or no question. So put yes or no. Does the graph show where this person returned back home? It's a yes or no. Does this graph show where the person returned back home? Is it yes or no? All right, let me know, please.
No,
Does the graph
sir.
show, put answer inside the chat. Does the graph show where the person returned back home? So they went to the mall and they went to the park, but does the graph show where the person returned home? Okay, let me know inside the chat, please. Does the graph show where the person returned home? I'm still waiting for the rest of you to answer. I want to know, does the graph show where the person returned home? All right. All right. Let's see. No, sir. No, definitely no. No. Everyone is saying no. Interesting. Why? Why you think that it's no? Why you think that the graph doesn't show that where you return back home?
It only has ascending line.
It only
You
has
know,
a sending line.
yeah, it only has a ascending line, right? So if we needed to show where he returned home, what would we need to do?
Put a descending line.
We need to put a descending line, right? So if we want to show where he returned home, we know that he reached the park. Let's say that he stayed some time, right? Does this show that he returned home yet?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No. What does that show? What does the horizontal line show?
He's resting.
It showed us
It's
resting.
resting.
He's resting. So if we want to show that where he returned home, we have to go what? All the
You have
way.
to draw a line descending.
Yeah, we have to go a line saying all the way here, right? That's descending, and then that would show that he returning back home. All right. Okay, it's 11:01. I say 11:01 just now. It's 8:01. That means it's time for English studies. So let's begin our study on English. So today is what? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So let's begin English. That's enough with those distance time graph. How do you feel about that topic, distance time graph? How do you feel about it?
It okay for the most
It's
part,
horrible.
besides the average speed part.
It's okay for the most part, except for the average speed, but anyone else? How do you feel about the speed? I mean, the distance time graph questions.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. I do not like
It's
it.
okay. Devin says, I don't like it. Tia say, I didn't like it. Wow.
I don't like it.
Taya, you don't like it either? But there's some easy points, like for the most part, at least, right? So we just transition over to English language. Today is the 6th of March. Today is the 6th of March.
Excuse me, Ms. Petit.
Go ahead. 2024.
What is after language?
What is after language? Bed.
Oh.
No. After language, we run language up until 9 o'clock. So that means that we're going to after language we're going to be ending. So we end at 9.
So if you're not taking language, you can leave?
You don't do language, Brene?
No, sir.
Really? Ask your
I'm
mommy
a
before.
teen-
Ask your mommy before you go.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so today we're gonna be doing simile, metaphor, and one more, personification.
Excuse me, Ms. Petit.
Go ahead.
My mother said I could leave.
Okay, you could go. Good night. So
I know what that means.
you know what they are. I think
Yes,
everyone
sir. I can
should
explain each one.
everyone should know what these are.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So weird. Everyone should know what
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
what do each of these mean, right? So
Yes, sir.
this should only be a review. I hope. Why I hope. All right, what do we mean by simile?
Simile is a
Compare
like
comparison
and
between like or not.
Very good. Simile is a comparison using like or as. Okay, cool. What is a metaphor?
A
Yeah.
metaphor is
Sorry.
compare to unlike things without using like or.
Uh,
using like or as.
Very good. It is comparing two unlike things without using like or as. What is personification?
Personification
Kind of
Given a human
fictitious
quality
to
Characteristics to
object.
non-human things.
objects, human characteristics.
Human. All I have is human characteristics.
Given human
Given object,
characteristics.
human characteristic.
characteristic to unlike.
Very good.
Characteristics to non-human things.
Very good. Y'all can still see my screen, or you're seeing like the math thing.
We can see the English screen.
Okay, good.
see the English.
Yeah, so quick review on simile, metaphor, and personification. We're gonna go over them, and then I'm going to give you an exercise based on it, because I mean it should be very simple. Okay, so right inside the chat before we actually give our own examples, right inside the chat, an example of a simile. Your own example of a simile, right? Right inside the chat, your own example of a simile. Again, right inside the chat, your own example of a simile. All right, so let's begin.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
I'm here.
For me, your screen is black.
My screen is black.
Yes, sir.
Let me see. It should be clear now.
I can see it now.
Okay. So let me see what y'all have. The bird is light as a feather. That's good. Her smile is as bright as the summer days. When she saw me late at night, she became as enraged as a lion. Very good. The room is cold as a freezer. Lily is hungry as a starving. What? Lion. I like that. She eats like a pig. I'm hungry as a horse. Her spirit is bright like the stars. Leave it to Tyra. This room is as hot as an oven. My game is as loud as an airplane. She is quiet as a mouse. I am hungry as a horse. I am as tall as a crane. The tree is tall as a skyscraper. Sarah is tall as a tree. John was as fast as a cheetah. I am hungry as a horse. Yep. All these are good examples, perfect examples. Okay, so let's write the definition down. Obviously, this is something that we're just reviewing. So a simile, can y'all see my screen, right? Is a figure
Yes.
of speech that draws a comparison between two different things using the words like or as. That's what we mean by a simile. So if for a simile, we use like or as. The boy fled in terror like the mist receding behind the mountains. What at the break of dawn? Oh my goodness, that is so poetic, Naya. The light is as bright as a flashlight. I am as strong as an ox. Very good. So when we are using a simile, right? Using a simile, let me highlight this. When using a simile, it's a figure of speech where we use the words like or as, right? So we mean by simile. Now, the purpose of a simile is basically to highlight the similarities and to create a vivid imagery. And what that does is that it enables the reader to better understand the object being described or the subject being described, right? By likening it to something that you already know, right? So you might say, for example, Rudy is as brave as a lion. Now, when we say he's as brave as a lion, what are we trying to say about him? He possesses what?
He possesses braveness.
He possesses braveness, maybe courage, and what else? And strength. That's associated with what? The lion, right?
And determination.
And determination, I like that. And then we have a metaphor. A metaphor is a figure of speech that equates one thing with another by stating that one thing is another. Before I give my examples, put inside the chat your example of a metaphor. This is harder than simile, but put inside the chat your example of a metaphor. You have to know exactly what it means by a metaphor. So this will be interesting to see your examples. Unlike a simile, that uses like or as to make comparisons, a metaphor directly asserts a resemblance unlike a simile that uses like or as. A metaphor to make comparison. A metaphor directly asserts a resemblance. Directly. A resemblance. Resemblance between. Resemblance between two different entities. All right, so let me see what y'all have inside the chat. She is a witch. Very good. That is definitely a metaphor. She is a witch. Time is money. The room is an oven. Very good. Money is the root of all evil. My brother has a heart of gold. It's a heart of gold. I'm not sure about that one. She is an elephant. Yep, life is not easy. But life is not easy as cake. Her teeth shines like the sun. That's supposed to be a simile. Life isn't a crystal stair. The room is a freezer. She has a heart of gold. Excuse me. I'm in the room. Okay, good. Okay, so when we Ali is a walking dictionary. I like that. Most men lead lives of gold. Very good. My mind is a captor. Very good. So all of these are different examples of metaphors. So a metaphor, let me highlight that. A metaphor makes a direct correlation, right? So directly says it. So if I said she is a pig, what I mean when I say she is a pig, what does that mean?
She's fat or
She's
greedy?
sloppy.
She's what? She
Fat and sloppy.
fat and sloppy.
Sloppy or greedy?
Greedy. Exactly. That's what I'm referring to, right? So if someone is at a dining table and they're eating fast and like they're famished, say, you're a pig, right? That's a metaphor. You're just trying to say that this person, not that they are a pig, but they have the same characteristics of a pig, right? And so how about another one? For example, what if I say, for example, so the biggest hint for metaphors, they typically have is in it, right? For example, I can say love is a battlefield. Do you agree with that statement or no? Love is a battlefield.
Yes, sir.
Anyone agree with that statement or disagree with that statement? Love is a battlefield.
I agree.
You agree?
I agree.
Yes, sir.
Interesting. What y'all know about love being a battlefield? Interesting. Love is a battlefield, they say. I thought love's supposed to be pure. Interesting. But what do they mean when they say love is a battlefield? What do you think they mean by that? Love is a battlefield.
Plenty ups and downs.
Very
Plenty ups and downs.
complicated.
Say it again. What do they mean when they say love is a battlefield? So love
have to
is
fight
Love
for
is
love.
very
you have to
complicated.
fight for love.
You have to like go through
Plenty
trials
ups.
and
Yeah.
tribulations, and with love you do too.
Okay, good. So just like a battlefield, you have to go through trials and tribulation. You have to go through trials
Plenty
and
ups and
tribulation with
downs.
ups and downs with someone you love. Okay, interesting. Love is a battlefield. That's a metaphor. Love is being compared to a battlefield directly, right? And then the last one is what we call a personification. So personification. So personification, let's say, let me use a different color, green. So it's personification. Let me move this and that. Personification is a figure of speech in which human qualities are attributed to non-human entities or objects. By endowing inanimate that means things that are like not living, right? By endowing or giving, right? By endowing inanimate objects or animals or abstract concepts. So not only you could do it with inanimate objects like the table, the calculator, the fan, the TV, or with animals, the tiger, the cheetah, the elephant, the ant. But you also could do with abstract concepts like love and hate and envy and division. Those are, you know, abstract objects, right? With human characteristics, human characteristics such as emotions, actions, right? And intentions, personification brings them to life and foster a sense of empathy and connection. So pretty neat thing we have with the personification, right? So the personification brings it to life. It brings the story to life, and it creates a connection that you could understand it and you could, you know, relate to it, right? For example, the trees whispered secrets, right? The trees whispered secrets. So the inanimate object in this example is what?
The trees.
The trees.
The tree is very good. And what is the tree is doing?
Whispering.
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 Yeah, whispering.
And by whispering, they may mean as if the wind is going.
Yeah, they mean the wind is blowing, right? Very good. The trees whispered secrets. Pretty neat personification. All right, so quick recap before we go into the great exercise. What is a simile?
A figure of speech that draws a comparison
Figure of
between
speech
two
that
different
draws.
things using the words like or as.
Like or as, very good. So when we have a simile, we use them like or as. What is personification?
It's a figure of speech in which humans' qualities are attributed to non-human entities or objects.
Uh-huh, very good. And what is a metaphor?
A figure of speech that equates one thing with another by stating that one thing is another.
Very good. Let me share my screen back again so that, okay, good. Okay, good. So with metaphor, with simile, easy to identify. Like or as, that's pretty easy. For metaphors, easy to identify because typically use the word is. Y'all can see my screen still, right? And
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
and
Yes,
then
sir.
for personification, it's pretty easy because you're using you're giving human characteristics to an abstract object, an animal, an inanimate object. All right. It's gonna be interesting. Let us categorize some sentences, right? And see which one is which. So great exercise. Oh, by the way, let me y'all are not finished with this, right? So let me take a picture of this. I'm gonna put this inside the chat. And for those of you who still need it, it's gonna be inside the chat for your benefit. All right.
Excuse me, Mr. BD. May I use your restroom, please?
Yes, you can. So great exercise. Number 1. So for the great exercise, we're gonna instructions. Write S for simile, M for metaphor, and P for what? Personification. So I'm gonna
Yes,
give
sir.
you Yes, Joseph. That's Joseph.
You put the exercise in the chat.
Say it again. Say it
You
again.
put the exercise. You put the exercise in the chat.
The exercise or the notes?
The notes.
Okay. That's why I couldn't hear from you all day. What happened to your phone?
My internet going bad.
Okay, so what you using now? All right. Using your mother's phone, I imagine.
If I using my mother's phone,
Yeah,
not using my phone.
but it has Sheena A23.
Okay, I know what that's so.
Interesting. Okay. All right. All right. I'm not gonna give you a lot because like it's gonna give you 6 of them. 6 should be good. I mean, we have a lot of time left. It's 8:26. Yeah, let's just do 10. Since we have enough time. All right. Now 7, 8. Number 9. Make sure I write down the questions. I mean, not the questions, the sentences. Um, Number 10.
Excuse me, Mr. Pussy.
Go ahead.
To interrupt you, but we have a sub.
Say it again.
I said, if we have any other subject after this.
No, no, we don't have any other subject after this. It's the last one. Run until 9. All right, so we have these 10, shall I say, sentences. The first one, very nice. Fear gripped her heart with icy fingers. Number 2, his heart was a stone, cold and unyielding. Number 3, the water sparkled like diamonds in the sunlight. Number 4, the flowers swayed in the breeze like dancers. Number 5, his words were bullets piercing through her defenses. Number 6, silence wrapped around the room like a comforting blanket. Number 7, the shadows dance playfully in the moonlight. Number 8, the politician's promises were empty balloons full of hot air. Number 9, the snowflakes fell softly like feathers. Number 10, the car sped down the road like a bullet. Right? All right. Aaliyah Star, what number you on?
Number 8.
Number 8. Wow, very almost finished. Aliana, what number you on?
Number 4.
Number 4. No, Amarani, what number you on?
10.
Number 10. Andrea, what number you on?
Number 9.
Number 9. And Ashane Fernanda. Ashane Fernanda, what number you on? Ashane Fernanda. Where's Ashane? Ashane Fernanda. Can't have from Ashane. Brianna Rule, what number you on?
Number 7.
Number 7. Bri Turnquest, Brian Bree, what number you all on?
I'm on number 8, sir.
6 and 8, good. Um, Chai, what number you on?
Number 4.
4. Ajani, what number you on?
Number 3.
Number 3. Akira, what number you on?
Number 5, sir.
5. Alicia, what number you on?
I've already sent it to you.
Okay. And Ciara, what number you on?
10.
10. Dari, what number you on?
Number 8.
Number 8. Evanice, what number you on? Evanice, what number you on?
Number 3.
Number 3. Jalen, what number you on? Where's Jalen? Jalen, what number you on?
Number 6.
Number 6, okay. And Ashane Fernanda, what number you on? And number 10, okay. Once you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Once you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Jeremy, what number you on? There's Jeremy.
Fifth final notes. I am grade exercise number 1 now.
Okay. And Juan, what number you on?
Number 10.
Number 10. Casey and Kevin, what number you on?
I'm on number 10.
Number 10. Good. And Kyle and Malia, what number you all on?
Number 6, sir.
Number 6. Malia, roll, what number you on?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. What number you on?
Number 5.
Number 5. Kiajane, what number you on?
Number 6.
Number 6. Kiajane, do not
Excuse
forget to
me.
send your notes after you finish. You hear me?
Pardon me.
Do not forget to send your notes after you finish.
Yes, sir.
Kingston, what number you on?
I finished my work and I already sent it to you, Mr. Petit.
Okay. All right. Mark, what number you on? Where's Mark? Mark, where's Mark? I can't hear from Mark for some reason. Where's Mark? Mark, are you there? Can't hear from Mark.
Yes, sir.
Why am I calling you and you're not responding, Mark? What's happened?
I don't know, my mic keep cutting in and out. I don't know
Um,
why it's going on.
well, what you could do is message in the chat. What about that?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
On number 5.
Oh, 5. Once you finish, take a picture of your work and send it to me, Mark.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Tyrone, what number you on?
9, sir.
Number what?
9, sir.
Number 9, okay. Did you send me the notes from earlier? Hello, Tyrone, did you send me the notes from earlier? The math notes.
No, sir.
What happened? Why you haven't sent that to me yet?
Phone problems.
What, you need the notes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me send you the notes. All right. Again, for those of you who are finished, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, for those of you who are finished, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh.
Do you see my message?
You said your mommy just reached. That's what you're saying?
No, sir.
Just saying.
I said my daddy just stepped out and my mommy in here, so I wouldn't be able to send you the work until after class.
Okay, that's fine. Where's Tyrone? Tyrone, are you there?
Yeah, sure.
I'm sending you the notes because you are unable to, because you have internet problems. I need you to write them down and send them to me, okay?
Yeah, sure.
All right, anyone else finish besides the few persons who said they were finished? Anyone else finish?
Yes, sir.
I'm finished.
Finish. Oh yeah.
All right, let's go over the answers. I need the rest of you to finish finish sending your work, please. For those of you who are still working, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. We're gonna answer these and then we'll be done. Number one, Fair gripped her heart with icy fingers. What's that? Shut up for that one.
Personification.
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 Very good. What human characteristic is being used here?
Gripped.
Gripped.
Grip.
And
Grip.
and the abstract
fingers.
concept is fair. Okay, his heart was a stone, cold and unyielding. What is that?
Personification.
Personification.
Mm-mm.
Metaphor.
Metaphor.
I have metaphor.
It is metaphor because it says his heart was a stone, right? So this is a metaphor. Cold and unyielding. I think because I said cold and unyielding, it could pass as a personification too, because I said his heart was a stone. Cold and unyielding. Unyielding is also a human characteristic. So if you add metaphor as well, personification, that could work too, because it says cold and unyielding. So it could be, it's a metaphor or a personification. At least it's both at the same time. Kind of weird. So how many persons got that for number two?
I did.
I did.
I did.
Very good. The water sparkled like diamonds in the sunlight.
Simile.
Simile. So we gotta put S there, right? The flowers swayed in the breeze like dancers.
Personification.
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 Flowers swayed in the breeze like dancers. That's definitely simile.
Because it uses light.
It uses like
Like, yeah, like our eyes, yeah. Flowers could sway. You know, that ain't no human characteristic. It's like it swayed. It would want them to say it moved. Yeah, flowers could sway. You know, move in a nice way. His words were bullets piercing through her defenses.
Metaphor.
Personification.
Yeah, metaphor. Metaphor. Because it says his words were bullets. Now, when they say piercing through her defenses, piercing through. So the bullets pierced through her defenses. Yeah, bullets could go through some. Yeah, I'll say metaphor. Silence wrapped around the room like a comforting blanket.
Personification.
What is it? It's 2 and 1 because it have a like, right? So that's a simile. So if you have simile,
But
you're
it's
right.
also a metaphor because silence can't actually wrap around the room.
Silence wrap. It's a personification because it's saying that silence wrapped around the room. So it's either a simile or personification. It's not a metaphor. Because we're not saying that silence is wrapped. We're saying that silence wrapped. So it's either a simile or a metaphor. I mean, simile or personification, one of them. Anyone got that right? Let me know if you got that right.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I
Good.
did.
Good. And then number 7, the shadows dance playfully in the moonlight. The shadows.
Personification.
Yes, personification. The shadows dance playfully in the moonlight. Anyone got that for number 7?
I did.
I did.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I did.
Good. And then the politicians' promises were empty, full of hot air.
Personification.
Metaphor.
Metaphor. Metaphor. Metaphor. His promises were empty balloons, full of hot air. I like that. And then number 9, the snowflakes fell softly like feathers.
Simile.
Simile. Very good. Simile. Simile. And number 10, the car sped down the road like a bullet.
Simile.
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 Simile. Like a bullet. Good. Anyone got all right? Let me know if you got all right.
I
Yes,
did.
sir. Yes, sir.
I did.
Good.
Yes, sir.
If you already sent in your work, you can leave. If you already sent in your work, you can leave.
Good night, Mr. D.
If not, then you have to stay
Good
back until you
night.
finish. If not, stay back until you send in your notes, please.
Good night.
Good night, Mr. Cadiz.
Good night. Good night.
Good night, Miss Petit.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night. Good night.
Good night, Mr. B.
Good night.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night.
Good night, Mr. D.
Good night.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night.